we in a hurry, like if we in a hurry, Mama nana worry, Papa nana worry, like if we in a hurry, like if we in a hurry, Mama nana worry, Papa nana worry. Remember when me young and me did get in on my feelings. If you hear my music and you never did feel it, stamp of approval, sign and receive it. The non-believers still don't believe it. Depression is a thing where hold your back, you have to leave it. Woke up this morning thinking about this evening. Call up the job, tell the boss that I'm leaving. Tell them that they need to find a replacement. Cause I made it. Cause I made it. Pack my things up and I moved out the basement. Since I made it, since I made it. Told my fam pack their bags, we're going places. Cause I made it, cause I made it. Pack my things up and I moved out the basement. Since I made it, since I made it. Told my fam pack their bags, we're going places. Cause I made it, cause I made it.
The faces of the brands you know and don't know. The masterminds behind the businesses you support. The creators of products that you love. Tune in and be inspired. Behind the Business. Tuesdays at 1 p.m. only on the Wave 94.5 and 93.7 FM. Brought to you by Quartz Ready Cash.
Get cash now. Quartz Ready Cash has the fastest loan approvals. We can get you money in hand in as little as 24 hours. Start fresh with a Quartz Ready Cash hassle-free loan today. Our application process is easy and no deposit is required. All you need is one government ID, your job letter, a recent salary slip, a utility bill. Visit any of our Quartz branches or apply online at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com/St. Lucia and ask about our credit protection insurance or CPI. Contact us today to start fresh with the cash you need. Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Terms and conditions apply.
Thanks for listening to The Wave.
The Wave.
All right, it's Tuesday, and you know at this time it's always a great link up with some amazing entrepreneurs on the island, and today will be no different. It's time for Behind the Business, brought to you compliments Quartz Ready Cash. And you know, with Quartz Ready Cash, if you are struggling, if you need money, whatever it may be for bills, repairs, an emergency, you don't need to worry. Quartz Ready Cash got you covered, giving you the money you need now. The service is fast and hassle-free, and you could get same-day approval as well. You could get up to $20,000 and no deposit is required. Remember as well, Quartz Ready Cash offers credit protection insurance on all loans. So with credit protection insurance, if you've been made redundant or you lose your job, they have you covered for 1 year of payments. All right, that's peace of mind there. Visit any branch or you can apply online. It's quite convenient. www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Contact Quartz Ready Cash today and start fresh with the cash you need. All right, so it's time for Behind the Business, and it's the first time that we have two entrepreneurs in the building, so we're quite excited to talk to the two of them today. We're talking to sisters, twin sisters. Yes. They're twins. I was like, what? Y'all twins. So we'd like to introduce the owners of Taco Shack and Gourmet Shack. And let me tell you, we're talking good food today, y'all. Y'all belly going to grumble today, y'all. So let's introduce us. Welcome to the program. We have Shireen and Sharice Fitz, sisters here, owners of Taco Shack and as well Gourmet Shack. So we'll get into that. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having us.
And how are you doing today?
Very well, thanks.
Great.
I know you're busy. So
Yes.
we appreciate you taking the time out of your day.
Thank you.
To come on over. Now let's talk a little about the sisters. Like you said, you're twins. So, but who came out first?
I came out first.
All right. So which one is Shireen and which one is Sharice?
I'm Shireen.
And Sharice. So
Yes.
Sharice is all by a couple of seconds.
Probably a few minutes.
A few minutes. Yeah, get it right. All right, ladies. So just tell us a little about yourself. Where do you come from, etc.
Well, we're from the northern part of the island. Well, Moshi.
Born and raised?
No, not.
Okay.
We've done a lot of movies
All
in
right.
our childhood days, so it's hard to actually say where we came from precisely. Yes. So we're from the northern part of the island. We're 24 years old.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes. Very.
And you'll have businesses under you. Oh, look at that. Nice. All right.
Yep.
And what did you guys like to do? Did you go to the same schools or?
Actually, we went to the same primary school. We went to preschool and primary school together.
Same
we
class.
split up when we went to secondary school. I went to Leon High Secondary, and my sister
Castries Comprehensive.
Comprehensive. All right.
And then we
Went to
reattached in
So we did different programs.
Okay.
I did food and beverage, and my sister
I did technical. Actually, I did quantity surveying, which was not my passion, but it was still in the field of my passion at the time, which was architecture.
Okay.
But
Well, you
after-
have gone.
Yes.
That's a different route.
No, well, I still have some love for technology, building technology. My dad is a contractor, so that I would have been useful in that area. So I branched out, but my true passion is actually fashion design.
Really?
Beauty and
I'm
cosmetology.
all the love for food and everything.
All right, nice.
Yes.
So you've been able to merge the two worlds, kind of, because your
Yeah.
presentations look beautiful as well.
Definitely. That's where
My
it comes
sister
in.
she definitely
I have an eye for that.
have the eye for the presentation,
Detail.
everything. Have the eye for the
The food.
itself, like tasting and
So you did
So we
food and
balanced each other
beverage
very well.
at school.
Yes,
so
I
you
did.
had a passion from young
Right.
for food. All right.
Yes, I did.
So you guys are only 24 years old. At what point did you say, let's open a business?
We've always been business oriented from a very young age. I remember
our family.
I started making stuff to sell at school in Form 2, and in Form 2 you're probably like 13. If anybody remembers me in secondary school, I used to sell bows. I used to, before I got my first sewing machine, I sewed by hand. So I did my first hand sewn skirt for a girl, and I sold it to her. I mean, the prices were not as expensive, but it was still money for me at the time.
Yeah.
So, I started making bows to sell.
The wire
Rings,
jewelry.
yes, I started making wire jewelry. No skirts. Everybody
came back in style. It's very trendy right
recently
now.
came back into style. So I was like, wow, things are just reoccurring. It's not anything new. So
Right.
and then we started, when we went to South Africa, we started making cakes
cakes and stuff.
and donuts, cupcakes, everything to sell. I started doing henna at school for money. Everybody had tattoos.
Let me tell you, answer from both boy.
It's in our family, and we got it from my dad as well. So I guess the apple didn't fall far
From
from
the
the
tree.
tree.
That's nice.
He's always from the time he was like our age, at a young age, he's been making his own money, finding different ways to make his money and be independent. So that's where we got that treat.
And my dad
that's
raised us
great.
from the age of 5 years. So it's like he
My
always
dad and my
pushed us.
stepmom.
Yeah.
He always pushed us to
be independent and
entrepreneurs
that's great though. I'm sure he must be so proud of the two of you.
Always
Yeah.
been supportive. Yeah, we have very supportive parents.
Yeah, in terms of,
anything we want. I mean, if it's not something that we need, we will not. I mean, we might not get it, but if it's not something we want, but if it's something we need and it's something that could be to our advantage in the long run,
They're there.
then they're
Definitely
there
Yeah.
to support.
I like the fact that you differentiated between something that you want and something that you
Yes,
need, because a
for
lot of
sure.
children
I mean, I
feel
cannot
like,
come and say I want an iPhone 12 Plus. And
what
my
you
father
doing
will
with
do
that?
it. Exactly.
Exactly, but you as well extension and the business is going to come.
right, and
So-
that's great. So you guys learn the values and
Yes,
the discipline from an
definitely.
early age.
And we know how hard it was for my dad and my stepmom to raise
Two girls.
two girls,
At
from
the
age
same
of 5.
age.
Yeah.
When you buy for one, you have to buy for the other because we twins. So, you have to buy for one, you have to buy for the other.
Right.
So we knew how it was growing up to not always have things that we wanted. So we grew to understand how important things are, for us to work and be
The value,
entrepreneurs.
yeah.
At a
So
very tender age.
let's go to that moment when you guys decided to start off your business. I remember I saw it on the news. I
Yes.
saw Taco Shack. And I was like, hey, what's this? I ran and get my tacos, and I was like, all right, they have something going. And I just saw the business growing when I saw you move to JK. I was like, hey, look at this.
Yes.
then I see a new business open. I'm like, hey, I need to talk to these guys.
Yes.
So let's go back to that date. Do you remember the year when you started?
I mean, at the time, I've never been fully employed. If I have to count how many years I worked for somebody, it would be 1 year. Most likely in 2 different businesses. So I've never liked working for people. I always, So I remember I was home at the time and my sister was fully employed at the Harbor Club. And I remember
doing
making
culinary?
Tacos. Yes.
Okay, all right.
I remember making tacos at home all the time. When my friends would come over, I would make it and whatnot. I'm like, there's nobody selling tacos in St. Lucia. You would get burgers, chicken and fries. Every single place you go, you would definitely get burgers and fries or chicken and fries. But nobody sells tacos. So I was like, sure.
Yeah, why?
Ping! It was
a light bulb moment.
I was like, we should try it out. You know what? Let's just try something out. If it doesn't work, then okay.
Yeah.
What year was that?
In 2019.
Okay.
In
2019?
Yes.
It was further back than that. Okay, all right, 2019.
So I remember at the time I wasn't employed, but I was a little laid back at the time. I didn't have much money. Did I just come back? I just traveled. I just came back here, so I probably had like $150 in my purse. So I'm like, let's just go to the supermarket and buy some stuff. We'll make some prototypes and take out some pictures. So we did that.
So as soon as you said it to Shireen, you were up for it?
Really on for it because I'm into the food. So anything to do with food,
you there.
I'm definitely there.
Yes.
All right.
So we went to the supermarket. We got, a little block of cheese, a little packet of taco shells, sour cream, everything. We did the pictures. We made some burritos. We took some nice pictures.
Yeah, we opened up an Instagram page and we just told our friends to follow. We just posted the share. Stuff. We just wanted to.
So you didn't have an actual business set up or anything?
No, we just wanted to see the feedback and what it was like and everything. So the actual day we did it, we told our friends what they thought and stuff to share the page. And the pictures were looking really cute and we tried to present it to look very appealing to the eye. And the response we got from our friends was very encouraging.
When we woke up in the morning,
the next morning when we woke up, we got so many followers and a lot of people was asking if they could place an order for this, and business places was asking if they could order for the office, and so it was very fascinating because we were like,
what? So we jumped out of bed and we sprinting everywhere, going to little shops, buying some more cheese. So we ran home, we made some more, we went and dropped it, and that day was so crazy.
I had a vehicle at the time, but I was still working at the Harbor Club, but I used to work more on the night shift, so I would have the whole morning to myself. So my sister and I would wake up and do the little orders and go off to drop it to the business places, and the response was very, very well. People, it was actually a thing for people now, so that gave us a joy. So we told my dad and my stepmom about it, and they thought it was a really, really good idea. So we continued doing it from home, but we did it for very little hours because it's our personal home, so you don't want people to create much traffic at your house.
People used to be coming to my house after 10, tooting,
because they thought it was an actual restaurant, but you have to order from online, and then we'd let you know your order is ready for pickup, and you would come to collect. When my dad saw the amount of traffic
in front
of our house, because of where we live, it's almost like a private development,
like a residential, very tight. Okay.
Yeah, so my father was like, maybe we all should probably do something outside of home, like a little container or something, for us to do a little thing, if that's the way it's going and whatnot. So we were all in for it. So my dad built a little food truck thingy for us, because he's a contractor.
Okay, so, pause, because I this is really the way it happened for the two of you is quite amazing. So that little time where Sharice, the VAP take you have $150, you say, let's just go and sell tacos, take pictures. That, I must say, is a brave step.
Yes, it's
there are a lot
risky.
of people who want to do things and they second guess everything. Sharice pulled Shireen in and boom.
Money. Everybody's like, I don't have the money.
You don't need the money.
You just need the drive,
the motivation.
And
that's it, because we didn't have a big lump sum of money.
Yeah.
We didn't take a loan.
We
Right.
had hope though. We were like,
We were very hopeful that it would work,
Yeah.
and we had a very encouraging, and
Support
supportive
system.
where my dad would build a food canteen for us. It was very, very small, a very small trailer.
Right.
So we had the spot in Grozile. So my father said he'll put together a little. My father wasn't even taking it that serious at the time. It was just something I want to do instead of having it at the house. Be good for you to have your own location and whatnot. So he did something very small for us to do our little thing for our friends to come over and buy.
And
it just blew up. It was amazing, the amount of persons that came out when we posted that we would be opening a very small food caravan in Grozile, and we let the customers know, like our regular customers that used to come to our house, we'll let them know that we would be opening very soon. And when we did the grand opening, it was amazing. Like it was more than we expected, and it was just wow.
Yeah.
So we expanded. My dad expanded it into an actual structure for us when he realized
It
how
was
serious. it
yeah,
was
business
getting.
booming, daddy.
He needed more space. So he
Right.
made it into an actual structure for us.
Okay.
To have a little more space to move around and
prep more.
Yeah.
Because we had to prep from when we had only the van. We had to, so it would be wake up early, prep everything. We had our little sink, we had everything, our water, but we'd have to go back home with all the dishes and whatnot.
because it was
So-
a very, very tight space.
So for
Right.
me, it would be like waking up early and
It
then
was-
going to bed, washing dishes wee hours and it would just be that cycle repeating itself. So
Okay.
it was barely any rest or anything like that, but it's
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Yeah. Now, at that time, by the time you got the food van and then you converted to a better structure, did you leave your 9 to 5, Cherie?
No, I did
You
not.
were still working at the hotel?
Yep. So it was
So
like
Cherie's had a lot of...
I had
not
a lot
really,
of
No?
because we always
Check
ensured
Cherie's.
that-
What?
no. It would always be like I was normally working at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So it would always be I would help because I was on the vehicle at the time. My sister didn't have a car at the time.
Right.
So I'd always ensure that we went to do the shopping, wake up early to do the day-to-day run-ins, get that stuff done. And I was actually doing deliveries. So imagine working at 2 o'clock and have to do deliveries all the way to Castries, beat the traffic and everything, and still rush home to get ready for work. It was a lot.
Now, who was holding down the fort at the shack, at the location in the food van? Was it Cherie?
Well, my sister was there at the time.
Or you had somebody to help you?
We
Did
had,
you have
Yeah,
somebody?
we
Okay.
had one employee at the time because we just opened. We still
Right.
had a very small business, so we had one guy working with us at the time. And then when I left at Harbor Club, whether it be I worked a morning shift or night shift, straight from Harbor Club, I was going right there to the shop. So it was like I was working a full day, no rest.
Right. Now, who handled the business aspect of it in terms of pricing for your
Both of the two of
tacos?
us.
Did you initially did you say, okay, we have to make X amount of money on each taco, so
be
we need,
honest-
because to balance that with ingredients and to find out how to make a profit off of
Yeah.
all of this?
At
Did you guys sit
first,
down
To be
and do
very
that?
honest, at first when we made the menu, we just wanted to ensure it was very affordable. It was something that persons could have felt comfortable to come and purchase something rather than feeling like it was too much. So to be honest, we wasn't even thinking about the profit.
Profits. Wow.
But later on we
When
realized
we opened the location in Grozile and we realized that now we had expenses because now we have to pay the electricity bill, and
Right.
then we redid the menu and we had to kind of increase the prices, but still leaving
was
at a
very
very affordable
affordable.
price for persons to be able to come in and actually get stuff. So I mean, yeah, that's how it was.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a crazy ride in a
Yes.
short space of time. All right, so we see you at a new location now. You are at the J.K. Rodney Bay Mall.
Yes, we
Perfect
are.
location, I must say, because
Yes.
there's no way you
Yeah.
can miss it when you're turning in. Talk about how you decided or why you decided to expand, because that's more expenses you're putting on yourself
Yeah.
and a little more of a headache. You had a little comfort there in your shack.
Yeah.
All right. Why did you see it fit to expand your business?
I mean, it's a prime location. You have new people walking in and out of that area all the time. and we get more exposure also.
Yeah.
So that would have made up for the food expenses. So
Right.
that's where it made sense to move to Ronnie Bay.
Right.
Because in our first location, it's not
It's a
far,
little
but
secluded,
it's,
yeah.
yes. So it didn't give us as much
exposure as we expected, because when
Yeah.
it came to Rodney Bay, a lot of persons got to know about
about
us
the
more.
business.
So it was, for us, it was a plus. And we all know when you just open especially a small business, it's not going to be very profitable in the beginning, but with a little more time, you get to reap
Patience.
the benefits of the business, especially when you keep pushing your business and you do the ins and outs of what you have to do and you keep going. That's what was important to us. It wasn't even about the monies or anything. It was just about knowing we had something to hold on to, something that we could love and cherish, and motivate young persons like ourselves.
That's really
Yeah.
nice to hear. So let's talk about the menu, because the difference with Taco Shack is that you offer some healthy food. Yeah, some good options. Started off with the tacos, because that's what you first introduced to the market. How did you come up with the different ingredients and the different types of tacos that you would make?
Okay, so traditionally Mexican tacos, they're very spicy to begin with. They have a lot of fresh herbs, and it's just their tradition. But in St. Lucians are very picky eaters.
I'm very skeptical.
They're very skeptical, so we had to switch that up and try to incorporate more local stuff into the tacos. So we took out all the herbs, all the fresh herbs and the lemon and whatnot, and then we switched it with local produce like lettuce, tomatoes, corn, cucumbers. So it's basically a salad in a tortilla shell.
Nice.
So it's a flour tortilla, or you get the crunchy corn chip.
And we gave the option to add or to remove the spice, because not everybody
Likes it.
likes spice. So we also drew away from the tradition of how they do it in Mexico and gave people the option of how they wanted it, and we didn't force anything onto it and say that's how it comes.
Right.
So it's either you like it like that or you don't. So we try to make it our own and try to make it unique and try to make it very different, because we want it to be original.
Right.
So
now you've expanded on your menu. You have the bowls that everybody
Yes.
is raving about. They're absolutely delicious. You want to eat the bowl too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
You want to
one
eat
of
the
our
bowl
best sellers
after.
right now is actually the crunchy chipotle bowl,
just
the
added,
salad bowl.
like,
Let
a
me
week-
tell you, that bowl.
for 1 week, we
Who
just
came up with that to add that on?
my sister, because she's more the healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, I eat very, very healthy, and I always like experimenting with different flavors. It might seem weird at first, but you cannot be somebody to say no, I don't like it, and you haven't tried it. You know. So I like to incorporate new stuff, new flavors, and let people come back and say, wow, I didn't expect that to go well together, but it does go well together.
Yeah.
So it's a very healthy option, very tasty. It doesn't even healthy is supposed to, people expect healthy to taste like
Boring
green
and-
and dirt and
Yak.
yeah,
No flavor.
when they are healthy, it's like I want grease.
And they also feel like healthy is expensive.
yeah, it's not. Healthy foods are whole foods, greens. Spinach is not expensive. Lettuce is not expensive.
And there's
we
so
use
much
all
you can do with it.
exactly. It's not just put salt and pepper and eat it in a salad. You could put it in so many different things. So that's where we incorporated. these
Yeah, and the
healthy
chipotle bowl
foods.
is new on the menu. A lot of persons still don't know about it, because we just added. It's like only 1 week since it's been on the menu, but it consists of lettuce, olives, corn, tomatoes, cheddar cheese, jalapeno peppers.
Nice.
which is not too spicy.
Spicy, yeah.
It's kind of pickled,
Very
so it's
mild,
mild.
yes.
Okay.
We also have in
The
there
corn
the
chip
grilled chicken pieces and some corn chips on top, just to add some texture. And we make our very own chipotle sauce, which brings the whole bowl together, and it's just amazing.
Wow.
So it's been doing very, very well. I almost feel like it's outshining the Power Bowl. Sorry to say.
And the Power Bowl is really good also.
Very good, yes.
Tell us a little about the Power Bowl.
So the Power Bowl consists of shredded lettuce, our Mexican seasoned rice. We add some fresh salsa we make every day with fresh seasoning with fresh bell peppers, red onions, fresh herbs, tomatoes, and we season that up with all our spices and stuff. And we add some guacamole. It's now optional because not everybody likes guacamole.
And it's very expensive.
And it's very expensive as well, so it's kind of optional right now in the bowl. But you know, avocados is coming back in season, so we'll definitely be adding these complimentary in all our tacos and bowls and stuff. But the bowl also consists of grilled chicken, sour cream, and some shredded cheddar cheese on top.
Wow.
Very, very
now
healthy,
something
very
like that
tasty.
sounds like it will cost $32, $35.
And it's only $18. We also offer a grilled fish as well. That's only $20.
Wow.
And the shrimp is $25. Very affordable.
Very affordable.
Very
Very
delicious and
tasty.
very...
And you could fill up with that.
Meal.
Yeah. Very nice.
A lot of people who go to the gym actually buy that a lot because it's like a good pre or post workout meal. You have all your proteins, you have your salad, you have everything to fuel your body up before you know.
It's really
go into
nice
your
that you guys
workout.
have brought a healthy eating option to the landscape, because it's not something you get very often.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Now you have branched out again and opened another business. Tell us about the Gourmet Shack.
Okay, the Gourmet Shack is based around healthy eating also. And not just regular food, it's gourmet food. When I tell you gourmet, it's not just...
I've seen the pictures. Yes.
So, I mean, you would know everywhere you go to have lunch in St. Lucia, no offense to any restaurant, but it's the exact same menu. And I was sick of seeing it. And I feel like that's where good business ideas come from. You know, when there's an urge for change, you need change, so you decide to do it.
Be the change that you want to see in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I was tired of seeing everywhere white rice and some lentils and some coleslaw, and everything is just not, it's filling, but is it nutritious? You know, you want to spend money on a place of food that will add nutrition to your body and, make you feel
active
during
and healthy. Yeah. So where is the Gourmet Shack located?
Well, we're located at
exactly
Edgewater.
in our first location.
Yeah.
Where the taco shack used to be.
Yes.
Okay.
That's behind the Bank of St. Lucia. Actually, Digital
Headquarters is a better description.
Right.
The whole plan actually was, when we opened Rodney Bay, we actually closed the location in Grizzly for a bit because it was very, very busy at the Rodney Bay branch. So the whole plan was to close for a month or two and reopen and have two locations. But when we put our heads together and we thought Rodney Bay is already a very ideal location, why do the same thing? So we said, you know what, let's try something different at the Grizzly location and give people options.
Yeah.
And a lot of our customers, or people are not really our customers, but persons from the outside was also asking for a lot of vegan options. So when customers come to us and they let us know about these things, sometimes we don't do it one time, but we hear them, and this was how we heard.
Okay.
We went out and we branched out and we did something different to cater for both persons who eat meat and persons who don't.
Because actually the business is, I could say, 85% vegan, because every single option on the menu is actually vegan. The only thing that's not vegan is the meat option, but we do have vegan meat options.
You still want to put something for everybody.
We don't incorporate any meat with the food in a case where somebody who wants that option and they're vegan has to say, well, just don't put it in my plate because it was contaminated with meat or any animal byproduct. Everything is just 100% vegan, and then you add your meat on top.
So all the vegan lovers, you'll know where to go now. Gourmet Shack. So does that location, you place your order and you pick it up?
No, it's actually a walk-in as well. We have tables and stuff where you could actually dine in.
Very cozy. Fenced up.
Ambience.
The ambience. We have nice plants. You'll sit there. The wind is blowing.
Nice.
You know.
And
very
you
quiet.
offer drinks as well, healthy options.
Drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I always wanted to see places as well is watermelon juice. I love watermelon juice. Watermelon is like the most hydrating fruit ever, and the smell of it is just relaxing. So I always used to make watermelon juice at home, and I was like, you know what? I know there's a lot of people that like watermelon, but to have it as a drink, that would be like the best thing ever. So
especially when it's hot.
Exactly. And it's so humid these days. So I created a drink that has watermelon, mint, and lime.
Oh, cool.
So that right there, when you drink it, the mint, you just feel like a cooling sensation in your body, and then the lemon. So everything, it serves a purpose.
Wow.
You know, you have your antioxidants, you have lemon, you have the mints. All these things serve a purpose. So.
That is nice.
Yeah, everything we do, everything we put on our menus are done intentionally, and we do research on the foods before we put it on there. So I'm like, okay, so the seeds, the nuts, everything that will add to healthy fats,
Right.
and whatnot. We don't even use white rice. We use wild rice. We use quinoa, brown rice. All these rice that add
The healthier options.
very healthy.
That
So
is,
there's
it's really
something for
nice that you're so
everybody.
health conscious with
Yeah,
what you put out.
definitely.
And anybody who wants to, stay on a healthy lifestyle, then this is a
For me,
perfect
Sha, and
option.
It's very cost effective as
Yeah.
well. I mean, a packet of wild rice is like $30, but we know how to manage that stuff and mix
make it
different things, you
Make
know,
it very affordable.
and
Right.
still it adds health benefits to your body. So
So amazing.
Yeah, we have a few bowls on the menu, bowls and salads. We have our quinoa salad bowl. That one, burst of flavor. Let me tell you, that's the best quinoa salad you'll ever taste.
Wow.
Sorry to
Now,
brag.
now tell me how did, if it did affect, did COVID affect your business in any way?
Well, yes, it did. To be really honest, it really did.
It did, okay.
Yes. At the time we had five staff. And while other restaurants were letting go of staff, we were like,
We
It's
still
a hard
hang on
thing to
them,
do.
yeah, we
Yeah.
were like, okay, guys.
Gradually stuff had to happen, and we had to put certain things in place for the sake of the business and everything. But we try to accommodate for everybody. We still try to leave our prices very affordable for even when suppliers raise the prices of their
Yeah.
products. We still try to, as much as we change the menu up, we still try to at least leave it at a very affordable price.
Yeah.
And not to squeeze
People, yeah,
people, you know?
yeah.
So we
and
still
and
try
that
to be
too,
very
I'm sure
fair.
people would be looking out to see if the
Yeah,
price
of
will be
course.
going up.
Yeah.
Steadily. What about your opening hours? I'm sure that was affected as well with the
Definitely
curfew and
the
everything.
curfew, because most of our customers, they probably go home and change after work, and then they come back for something to eat. So that's around the time where we have to close, which
Yeah.
is after 8 or 8 o'clock. So that has affected us majorly.
Yeah.
But you've been able to make it work.
Of
Yeah,
course.
definitely.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Now, I mean, you guys had a great journey. It was so nice to share that with you. But I'm sure there were times where your sisters, is natural, we're humans, you butt heads on things, you don't always agree.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
sister is very feisty.
That's Shireen, it was spicy, and Sharice remote the calm one.
Yes.
So how are you two able to agree to disagree and move on? Especially when you're making business decisions. How are you able to do that?
It's just take a deep breath and take a break.
And most times when she gives her idea, I give mine. We just try to take a little bit of
Of
both
each,
ideas and
yes.
try to make it work. We try to make it work regardless. Because
Nice.
as much as we business partners, we also have to keep in mind that we're sisters, twins,
Yeah.
which makes us very more connected.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I realize maybe it's something that's going to probably escalate, we just let it rest and we don't say man at each other for long.
That's nice. That's nice to hear, because it must be difficult, with two
It is.
creative beings to agree on something. So we just want to close off with some, positive words for persons who are looking at the two of you as role models. Like, look at them, they were able to do it, and I want to do something. Somebody out there who has a passion for starting their own business, and they weren't brave enough to just go and make tacos and post it on Instagram and get people to respond. They may be second guessing their talent, etc.
Yeah.
What advice do you have? We'll start with Sharice, because she was born a few minutes earlier.
Whatever, I'll let you have that.
So we'll start off with Sharice.
I would say that follow your gut feeling. If you think it's your passion, then do it. I mean, whatever you come out with, everybody wouldn't like it. It's like, I always see entrepreneurship as probably a talent show, and you're in an auditorium. You have the whole crowd. You have your supporters, people who actually came to see you, You have people that's there to see other people. You have just bystanders. So some people will be looking at you and saying, oh my gosh, that is so inspiring. They might not tell it to you, but at least they're seeing. And then you have people that would be booing and stuff like that. You just have to disregard these people. Stay focused on what you're doing. Once you know you're putting out something good, keep your head up. Don't listen to anybody that has negative things to say, because it will definitely affect you if you take it to heart. Entrepreneurship, you just have to let these things slide. Take in the good, discard the bad.
Nice.
You know, and just keep it pushing.
Just keep it pushing.
Yes, definitely.
What about you, Shireen? What words of advice you have?
Nothing happens before it's time. So if you feel like you want to start off something, start it. Whether or not it kicks off or it doesn't, it's okay. You could try again. You could try something new. And in the beginning, a lot of persons always believe when they start off a business, they always expect it to kick off one time. Every business will never be the same. You know, everything has its time, and you know. So if you have an idea, go with it. Allow it to grow. It's like planting a seed. You cannot expect to plant a seed today and tomorrow expect to bear fruits from that tree. You have to give it time to grow, give it time to nurture, and expect something good will come out of it.
Yeah, always
disregard, like my sister said, disregard the negative and always think of the positive. Surround yourself with persons who can encourage you and not persons who will discourage you.
And just keep pushing.
You know what I'm saying? Negativity will always be there. A lot of people try to discourage us a lot of times. I mean, we human beings, we get upset. As business owners, sometimes we may say stuff we're not supposed to say,
Right.
Or we behave in a way we're not supposed to say. But at the end of the day, we human beings, we learn and we grow. And we try to be better every day. We try to better our business every day. We try to accept criticism from persons on the outside and take that and better ourselves. So that's my advice to young persons.
Wonderful.
Take that step and keep moving.
Well, we're so happy to have had you on. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to share your journey with our listeners. It was quite interesting to find out how this business blossomed. Literally, you guys started your business with $150.
Definitely.
And look at you today. Yes, so we're giving you your flowers here. Two boss sisters, let me tell you. Shireen and Charisse Fitz, owners of Taco Shack and Gourmet Shack, and you could follow them on social media. Give us your social handles.
My social media is Fitzie, FITZIE _
Mine is xo.che on Instagram.
She extra. And your business handles, so we could follow your pages.
We have Taco Shack 758 and Gourmet Shack 758.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very easy, down to the point.
Ladies, we wish you all the best in your endeavors, and we love to see it. Keep it coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
And I look forward to see you guys gonna do another business. We gotta wait and see, but congratulations and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
You're only 24 and you have 2 businesses under your belt, doing quite successful. We wish you nothing but more success in the future.
Thank you very much.
All right, it's Behind the Business. We do it every Tuesday, 1 o'clock here on The Wave. So be sure to join us next Tuesday. Behind the Business brought to you compliments Quartz Ready Cash. And if you don't have money, you need to start a business like Shireen and Charisse. You can get the money you need now from Quartz Ready Cash. You could get up to $20,000. No deposit is required. And the service is fast and hassle-free. You could get same-day approval. So the money you need could be wired in your bank account in as little as 24 hours. Check them out online, readyfinancecaribbean.com, or visit any Quartz location and get that cash that you need. Quartz Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Get cash now. Quartz Ready Cash has the fastest loan approvals. We can get you money in hand in as little as 24 hours. Start fresh with a Quartz Ready Cash hassle-free loan today. Our application process is easy and no deposit is required. All you need is one government ID, your job letter, a recent salary slip, a utility bill. Visit any of our Quartz branches or apply online at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com/St.Lucia and ask about our credit protection insurance or CPI. Contact us today to start fresh with the cash you need. Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Terms and conditions apply.